I'm Wills Elliman with Newmark Grubb Knight Frank. Today we're having a conversation with gregStar from Carvertise.
My name is gregStar and I'm the co-founder of Carvertise. If you're buying a billboard, you're buying a bus, what they're essentially delivering to you is just an impression count that's pretty standard, right? What we can offer is two things. One, we can offer an impression count, but an impression count that's dynamic, right? So 1 month, car drivers might be driving more than another month, or they might be in certain areas that are more of interest than another month. So there's an element of variability to it that we found that for one of our clients, for example, they're seeing an increase in web traffic for an area that they targeted with us that they haven't been targeting before. So we're able to kind of show how this is working based on our verification. But what we also do is we ask the drivers we select for kind of feedback from the road, right? So you have all these people who, they're not robots driving, right? They have friends, they have family, they interact with people when they meet them. So we're able to kind of get an ear to the ground view of what people think of the brand. Our drivers are now able to relate back to the company in a way that helps them make decisions going forward. So we're able to tell stories about what's happening on the road, which I think is very interesting. I mean, in advertising and just in general, selling, the ability to tell stories is important. So I think our biggest challenge is just getting it to a point where people know that carvertising and advertising on private vehicles is a normal thing. So I think there's a tipping point that has to happen where this becomes just so logical that it makes sense for everyone. We're getting a lot of inbound requests from all across the country, right? And I guess because it's, people like, hey, I want to do this. This is a great idea. So yeah, we're looking at kind of branching out a little bit from our regional. The reason why we're taking a regional scaling strategy is because historically, the way advertising channels came to market were regional plays, right? So billboards were a regional play until like World War II, when the government started buying national war bonds, right? But they noticed that regionally it was working. And then once they did that, nationally corporations took notice, right? Buses came about in the same way, where there were a bunch of regional bus companies. And then, after a while, national dollars started taking notice, and then you had these kind of national systems take place. So, the way to go for a new channel, our strategy has been to regional, local, right? So we're trying to own the Philadelphia DMA and grow organically from there. But having said that, if there's a large company that says we want to do a big campaign in San Francisco, big campaign in Florida, we're not going to say no, right? So we're starting to get that sort of interest right now, and I think part of one thing about being an entrepreneur, you have to be flexible and you have to push yourself. So I'm excited to see where this goes in that sense.